Hey everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and it is May favorites time. OMG. I have to tell you, so I had recorded on June 1st, it's now June 5th, the night of June 5th, that I'm recording this favorites video. I recorded a super long one on June 1st, and I was like, oh no, I'm not putting that up. I even had it uploaded, and I was like, nope, can't do it. I need to separate it. And plus, I looked at the video when I was editing it, and I was like, I looked so tired because I hadn't slept. I wasn't sleeping. And not to say that I'm looking, totally rested now. I am more rested now because I actually got some sleep in the later part of the week. But, yeah. It was like, no, girl. So, you get a new and improved. And I'm tempted to put it up, but I'm like, that would be ridiculous. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to delete that one. All right, favorites time. I love me some favorites. I almost did not record my favorites. And that's just not me. I think in the entire time that I've had this channel, I have always had a monthly favorites, because it's just like I feel like it's our time to really my time to just share what I've been loving, what I've been vibing with, and why. And it's just kind of fun, even for those who just are new to my channel, who want to get to know me better. They can look at my old favorites videos and see the decks that I use. And oftentimes you'll see similar ones come up. The same ones come up often because those are damn good decks. So that's why I like to do it too. It's like, okay, you start to see a pattern. I start to see a pattern. All right. So I wanted to start off with YouTube. What I was vibing on with YouTube this month. And I was watching my favorites. Like I do. I always talk about my favorites. And so I was like binge watching them. And then I went to my old favorites. And that would be the Tarot Biz Mentor with Christina Quick. And she's amazing. Just amazing. I love that channel so much. And the reason is because she just generously shares such amazing information for those who are either wanting to have their own online spiritual or tarot type business, or, psychic business, or you are working the hotlines, or you want to get into the hotlines, or you want to do spiritual tarot coaching, or just maybe just spiritual life coaching. She is amazing, and I really enjoy watching her. Now, it's not for everyone, because not everyone is on a journey of being a professional tarot reader. But if you want some bits and baubles of information about how to start and run your online spiritual business, that would be a good place to check out. And the link to her channel will be in the description box. So I was watching quite a few of her videos. She made a lot of videos in the time that I had last really watched. So I was binge watching her. I was binge watching like Kellyanne Maddox. Because she was coming out with some great content that was just like, oh, I needed that. I actually I think I caught up on all of Shamanic Arawak Priestess's channel, like from start to finish in the month of May, pretty much. Like I was just like, YouTube was constantly rolling. I think in the beginning of the pandemic, I wasn't really, like, in the beginning of the year, I don't know if I was busy or what the story was with me. But I wasn't really caught up on my YouTube watching. But I think now I'm pretty caught up. You know, where everybody else is like, watch all the Netflix stuff. I feel like I'm pretty caught up on all my favorite YouTubers. So that's awesome. Random Goodies, which is combined with books. Okay, so this is my Nook e-reader. It's in this little thing here. It's like got a little kickstand too, which I love. And so I was getting back into reading. And I'm more of a nonfiction reader. I know I love fiction, I do, but because of limited time, I have to just kind of consume my nonfiction stuff. So I downloaded the Ultimate Guide to Clearing the Cords That Are Constricting Your Life, and the main title is Energy Strands. And this is a book that's by Denise Linn. I believe it's published by Hay House. Let's see. Here, actually, let me show you the... It's obviously in a beautiful color, you know, but Energy Strands, look that up. And I'm reading it now. I kind of started it like, maybe... I don't know when I downloaded this. Maybe it's been like a week or so. Maybe a week or two. Not long. But it seems like it's going to be a quick read. It's good so far. I love Denise Linn. She is the creator of the Native Spirits Oracle. And my favorite of her decks, the Sacred Destiny Oracle. I used to own the Sacred Traveler, but I gave it to a friend, so I don't have that deck anymore. I just have these two. But I am very much interested in the whole concept of energetic cord cutting and that in learning more about that. So I downloaded that book on here. I've also been going on my public library, even though they were closed because of the whole pandemic. I was able to download books. So that was a favorite of mine. I love my library. I just love it. Love them so much. So I was able to get books through there. And then there was another book. Hold on. Let me go back to... like I said, I was on a roll with the cord cutting. So in my depth year, I allow for being able to download books through the library or as a last resort if it's something that I'm, you know, needing for my spiritual practice or for my practice in general, life practice or what have you. I allow for that in my depth year to get this book. And the other one I got was by Rose Tree, and it's called Cut Cords of Attachment. She has like a first edition, second edition, one edition that's more geared towards if you're a healer, like a professional healer, and then one that's more geared or more directed towards folks who are everyday folks. So I don't know I forgot which edition I got. I think I got the one, I don't know which one, but it says Heal Yourself and Others with Energy Spirituality. So I'm going to be reading those books this month for June. I got them in May, started reading them, enjoying them, but I said, okay, I'm only going to focus on one at a time, but those are going to be what I'm going to read in June, so we'll see how I get along with that. So I may or may not have books to discuss it for the June favorites. We'll see how that goes. Now, moving along to Crystal. My blue Kyanite. Goodness gracious. I love this stone so much. So, okay. I have this one. This is my first little piece of blue kyanite, and it's not as sparkly and jazzy as this one. But both were very important to me because I had a lot of readings in May. It was full on the busiest ever in my business. And I'm so grateful. That's amazing. Thankful. However, it was like, okay, well, I don't really have time to be just having any, like, you know, getting stuck on words or having any issues. Also, I was hosting in my public sector job. I was hosting like webinars or kind of helping to facilitate them and taking courses on how to better improve my webinars and things like that. So all of that was going on, and I needed to make sure that my throat chakra was like, it's open and free as possible. So this was all around me, whether I was working, like, well, tarot reading for me is working too. Whether I was reading tarot or on a webinar call or whatever I was doing, and I had to speak and I had to, you know, just really have the words flow and just flow easily because I got to move on to the next. This was what I had near and dear to me. So and this one I'm so in love with. I just love it. You can't see it. There's like little bits of like, almost, it's so blue, it's almost pink. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to Oracle. Oracle. Hold on, let me get a sip. First Oracle I want to talk about is the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. It says guidance through lunar and seasonal energies. And I really like this deck. Really like this deck. This is by Rockpool Publishing. It's just kind of basic on the inside, but that's okay. Nice little matte box. And here's the guidebook. I've done an unboxing. I've talked about it several times in my unboxings. So this is nothing new for many of you. I think I even featured it recently in some video. I just love it. So it shouldn't come as any surprise to you all that know me. All right, here is the backs. They are glossy, but this is a really good stock. Rockpool, at least for this deck, I don't, you know, I have some others that are weathering as well from Rockpool. And they're glossy, but they've been holding up. They are glossy. I love this one so much. Self-love. So if you want to see more, definitely check out the unboxing. And then you could just search it within my channel. Like, I think there's like a box where you can search inside the channel, and you can search up Queen of the Moon, and you will see where I've tagged it on many videos because I've shown it many times. If you're like, you want to see how I've been getting along with it. But I'm going to save you the trouble. I've been getting along fabulously with it. The Waxing Crescent 5 Nourishment. Waning Gibbous 3 Ballad. So it has the moon phases. I don't really use it in that capacity. I just use it really for divinatory purposes. Long Night Moon. Oh, darkness. Sorry for the glare. Trying to get no glare, but I just really like it. I don't know. It's a good reader for many types of readings, I should say. I mean, I sometimes even use it in love readings, but most often it's my general readings that I'll use this one with. That one change. All right, that's enough. So there's that. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Next oracle I have is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. Ooh, bright red. I realize it's really bright. I love this. This is the 3rd edition. I believe that there's a subsequent edition and it doesn't even look like this. I don't even know if it's got this box or I think it's different. It's a 50 card oracle deck with guidebook. And this deck is something else. It holds no punches, this oracle deck. I use it in client readings, but most of the time I use it in readings for myself because, like I said, this deck does not hold back at all. Here is the backs, similar to that. And it's independently produced. I have to be a little ginger, I'll be honest, because I'm worried about chipping of the red, this gorgeous red on the edges. So there's that. But, oh well. Here is the cards. Like I said, I'm very much into more modern aesthetics lately. And this fits the bill for me, fire. But this deck sometimes gets a little sharp on the readings where I'm like, whoa, air. So I don't mind it being sharp, but I don't want my clients to run away. Veiled. Focus. I have done an unboxing of this deck as well, Soulmate. Friendship. So I won't go through all of these, but just to give you an idea. Divine Feminine. Meditate. Relief. Time. Alright. There's that. And here's a little guidebook. Booklet, if you will. So, I enjoy this deck quite a bit. I'm happy it's in my collection. Alrighty. And then my last oracle I'm going to discuss today is the Wisdom of Natural Hair. And I have been doing some journaling with this one, and I have used this deck a couple of times for a couple of client readings, but most of the time I'm called to use this deck for myself because my hair journey was very much a personal journey for myself and part of my whole story. Oh my goodness, the refrigerator. I'm not used to recording out here anymore where I'm like, oh, the refrigerator's on. Here's the backs. I really enjoy this deck so much. There's no guidebook, but you don't really need it. There's keywords here, and then they're in English, and then they're in French. Quench that thirst could be something that applies to many different themes. And protect your hair. This is about protection. But sometimes protection is a beautiful thing, a necessary thing. And then sometimes you gotta let loose and be free. Find your path. Oh, I love this. Courage. Oh my goodness. And so anyone who has gone on a natural hair journey will understand this. who has had their straightened hair, and then they see in the shadow right there what could potentially be. I just adore this deck so much. Oh my goodness. You are your hair. Ancient treasures for your hair. Embrace your nation. So it is so beautiful. Bold is strong. So yeah, it has been a deck that I've been consulting. Oh, one more. Take off your mask. Such a great deck. I just adore it. And it is by, and I didn't even say who this one is by. I said Stacey DeMarco, but this one is by Marcella Kroll. And then Ida, oh my goodness, Wing, Daisy, my apologies. I'm surely mispronouncing your name, so my apologies. But lovely, lovely deck indeed. Alright, so just have a couple of tarot decks to mention. I'm just going to do a quick flyby honorable mention. The Chris Ann's Light Seers Tarot Hay House Edition. I do have the not the mass market, the independently produced version that I backed on Kickstarter. But I use this one all the time. This is the one that I was pulling for almost all of my readings, my pay client readings for the month of May. This one. It just left it on the reading table. It didn't move it. It just stayed there. And it's what I just grabbed. It's just an all-rounder. So if you are ever in doubt on what, for me, it resonates. I know some people are like, oh, I hate the lights. I'm like, how can you hate this deck? Like, what is going on? Hey, to each their own, right? I love this deck. I get along great with this deck. We vibe. And yeah, so honorable mention there. Another honorable mention is my beloved now Gaian Tarot First Edition, Llewellyn Edition. The stars aligned for that one, man. I totally broke the depth year, whatever, to get that one. I don't even care. $55 US. Box still intact. The person who sent this even just included this bag. I didn't get this. This was included through Amazon. Just one day popped up there, and I've been waiting for years. So, oh gosh, I have to tell you, I have to gush. I'm sorry. I love that deck so much. It's been so helpful through these tough times. It is my soul deck. I can't even believe I even have one. At first I was like, oh, you guys talking about this silly soul decks. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't even believe it. I have decks. I use them like tools. That's it. No, this is a soul deck. Absolute soul deck. All right. Sorry. Okay. The Sun and Moon Tarot is one of my favorites of all time. But in the 10. In the 10. By Vanessa DeCourt. Published by U.S. Games. Here's the King of Cups. I did edge the deck in black. And the one in the 10 is got the black borders. So the full-size one has white borders. I don't have the full size. I'm not going to get the full size either. Here's the backs. I've obviously done an unboxing. I've obviously gushed about this over the years. It is so cool. It is cloth-based. But if you're Rider-Waite-Smith, like schooled, like I am, you'll get along just fine with it. King of Wands, the Devil, It is diverse. And I'd imagine that you know, for those who like, you're like, I can barely see the art. Maybe the bigger version is better for you, the full-size version. But this works fine for me because it's in a tin. It's banged up, this tin. You see that? Totally banged up. But the deck is totally protected. I had to edge it because it was starting to show all the wear. So this is the deck that I bust out. Like when people were like, oh, you read tarot? And I'm like, I do. And they're like, oh, do you have your deck? I'm like, yes, I do. And this is the deck. This is the deck that I pull out. Here's the cherry, and then we're done. It's so cute. Okay, one more. Two of Cups. I love this deck. It reminds me of summertime. So I usually have this deck for spring, summer, fall with me, and then like the White Sage Tarot in a tin that goes with me everywhere, like in the winter time. I'm kind of weird that way. It's got a little white book that fits in there, and so it's such a great little deck. It's super. I resonate with it well as far as doing readings for myself on the go. When I'm traveling, it goes obviously with me because it's so easy to carry and keep with me. And yeah. And then, where's the last one? I feel like, oh, it's right there in front of my eyes. Last but not least, it is the Vision Quest Tarot. Here's the guidebook. I don't have it in the box. It's just in a little bag, a little velvet bag. Because the box, the tuck box, I didn't want, it was wearing. This is published by AGM Urania. Does it say on here who created it in the book? Yes. Gaian, Sylvie Winter, and Joe Dose. Yes. So those are the creators. Yeah, here we go. Gaian, Sylvie, Winter. Yeah. Okay. Here's the backs. I love this cardstock. It is such a dream to shuffle. It is somewhat pippish in the sense that, yeah, I mean, you get a scene here, but it is primarily pippish because you've just got 9 of water, 9 of, you know, the vessels here. And then it has a keyword joy. I use this deck a lot for life purpose readings, and also I started doing a couple of these ancestral healing readings, so this one was something that was working well for me. I just really love this deck. I'm not really someone who gravitates towards like pippish kind of decks. Vision Quest. Eight of Fire Insight. Love that. But this one, as soon as I start doing the reading, it just, and I have the questions that, you know, the client has posed, the words just flow out easily. The messages just download so effortlessly. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love this deck. I really do. So yeah, those are my decks. Those are my decks that I was vibing and working with this month. Obviously, I worked with tons. I will tell you that. And I know that to be true because in my planner, I have wrote this section right here is all the decks that I touched and used and played with. And there's 33 of them because I actually wrote the Sun and Moon Tarot twice on there accidentally. So, I mean, I was working with the Luna Soul Tarot, obviously my very own Love Oracle, Sacred Destiny Oracle, Spirit of the Will is one of my favorites. I had a lot. The Slow Tarot, obviously. the Quantum Oracle, which is not on my table here, but I really have enjoyed the Quantum Oracle a lot. It's a really good deck. Sandra Ann Taylor, I believe, is the creator by Hay House. Alright guys, well, anyways, thank you so much for joining me on my May favorites. Oh my goodness, what were you loving in May? What decks were you playing with? Did any of these decks call to you? Do you have these decks? Do you have this edition? Do you have another edition? And tell me in the comments. If you do have a different edition, is it different than this one? I recall there being something going on with this particular deck and a change of the look. I don't remember, but I'm glad I got this one. Alright guys, so much love, so many blessings to all of you. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video.